All right, let's do this. So first off, we are going to start with AUD NZD here. Let's start on our weekly chart. These two pairs that we're going to go over first now are my top actual pairs of the week. I have a full list here. So what I shared in the Telegram today are from here to here. I shared you these pairs here. These are my other pairs that I have been watching that I am getting ready for that are starting to look like really good movers. So let's get into it. So first off, my top pair is AUD NZD. Make sure everything's all right. Yeah, AUD NZD is my top pair. Why? First off, let's see here. Higher high, higher low, right? Here's our draw our line right there. Control C. Higher high, higher low. We didn't break, so no shift to structure. So our week is bullish. Right off the bat, what do you see here? What is it creating? That right shoulder to make our head and shoulders. That's why we have this going up to the upside. It's already taking off, which sucks. But so we might have missed this one already. This was perfect for last week. We had look at 5 days of consolidation. Market opened right away this morning and already started, or not this morning, at 4 and started kicking this off right off the bat. As you see here, we had AUD news, PMI, red folders that kicked it right off when market opened. Daily, what are we looking at? We're at a daily area of interest, kicking off of a weekly area of interest zone. We have a daily EMA. We also have an inverted head and shoulders, a shitty one almost right here. Oh, I messed that up. Sorry about that. Let's start all over again. Inverted left, head, right shoulder, right there. We had the break. Here's the retest to the upside. So now basically I'm hoping that this candlestick closes to tomorrow, or when London opens at 3 a.m., it pushes it back down, and then we see that lift off. So basically, this is the play. This is what we're looking for all the way up. So that's boom already. Inverted head and shoulders, rejection, EMA. So we have a round psychological number in there. No round psychological level, 4 hour EMA rejection. They said it's just add all that up. And there is consolidation. Look at that consolidation zone. You can already see how much consolidation is right there. It's huge. It's a huge consolidation. So it has to break. It's either gonna fly or it's either gonna dump. So it's whatever. All right. Obviously, we already had the shift to structure, head to the upside. All right, next one, AUDCHF. We're looking for the big move here. Look at that. That's beautiful. We already had that pullback. We are still bearish on the daily. But I think this is what we need to see. Here's that big move. Now we're coming back. What are we doing? To retest this double top head neckline, to retest this EMA, to retest this weekly area of interest, whatever. So that's what I think we're looking for there. It's a huge move to the downside. Now we're waiting for the retest. So we're rejecting off of a week. Our main trade was off of this weekly and daily area of interest. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. Ultimately, I think this is the move. So what's going to happen is we had the huge rejection. We had the retest week right here. We're having the push to retest the neckline, right? and then we're gonna have that push to fill this wick. I think that's the move. So we're just basically we're gonna ride it up to the EMA, ride it up to the weekly zone on the daily. We had a shift to daily is still this is a dangerous trade. We're working with EMAs. We're working with EMAs, and that's kind of the dangerous part. But we did have a shift to structure right there. Boom. Higher high, higher low. So 4 dailies bullish, 4 hours bullish. And so if you look here, I got 3 trades here. I'm waiting for, are you guys not able to join right away? Oh, okay, whatever. Because I don't notice if you guys are joining or not. But what we're waiting for is obviously I want it to break this zone. I want to see it retest in here. Once it retests, I want to see it. We already got the higher high. You know, it's already the market's showing its direction. So now we're gonna wait for it to break, retest, break, retest, and push. And then, like I said, here is the neckline of that huge double top. Look at that. All right, see that? That's the neckline, this weekly zone here. So if we take this, we're looking at a 1 to 3, a 1 to 2.2, and a 1 to 2.5. So altogether, what is that? 3, 5, 7. That's basically a 1 to 8 right there with just this trade right here. And so if you bet $100 on this trade and it went to take profit, that's $800. So this is what we're looking at, 1 to 8 right here. This could be, a 2-week hold though. That's one of the things. Are you willing to hold on to this for 2 weeks? Are you willing to, wait for that huge reward? I think this is money. I think this is the one. I think this is the biggest play. This is what I'm excited for. I think it's gonna happen. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. Market's the market, whatever. But that's the one. I feel it. So, all right, next one. Euro JPY. So you can see my alarms for it to go up have already gone off. So obviously we're just waiting for a candlestick closure, come down, retest, go to the upside. This trade is risky. I like it, but it is one of the riskier ones. Because it's a JPY pair. JPY pairs have been all over the place. You can see, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. And then all of a sudden, bang, starts dumping. But what I also don't like is, like, what are we creating right here? What is this? If you can see it, that's perfect. If you can't see it, study more. Look at that. What are we creating? As a head and shoulders, huge head and shoulders on the weekly. So basically, boom, right shoulder, retest, probably come down, do one of these, and do the same thing. Same thing. That's what we're waiting for. Or if it doesn't want to do that, it could blow right past this, right? It could just go and chase that or chase that before it heads down. So instead of coming here, it comes here, does this, or it comes here, breaks this, and heads down. Like there's so many possibilities on this trade. So I were just watching this. That's why it's in my watching list. Kind of keeping an eye on it. The 4 hour. We sent this out to you guys last week. Look at this. If we would have held that, that's a 1 to 6 right there, just that trade. And then if we done that one, it's a 1 to 2. Yeah, this was a nasty trade. This was a nasty week for us. And what do you see in this one? What is that? Look at that. Kind of working with the same stuff. Kind of already making those moves. Boom, 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 boom. We already had this play. And we called this out, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. Boom, 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 retested. Here's that weekly and daily area of interest that I was talking about. Look at that. Boom, boom. Now we pass this level here. We create another high off of this level. I'm confident that we're chasing this. We're confident. But I need to see it break. I need to see a candle closure above this level. Oh, if we get that, money. I'll actually set an alarm right there. I like that. You know, that's a good one. So perfect. All right, back to Euro. But basically, theoretically, candle closure, boom, boom, boom. But we got all this resistance right here. We got all this nasty stuff. So that's what makes this pair risky. So we're just watching it. Euro AUD. There's another one. Another one that we're kind of watching. This is the move that we had last week that we took. Sent it down off of this 4-hour EMA. Head and shoulders formation right here. Oh God, that was bad. Head and shoulders, boom, boom. See the head and shoulders, neckline break, neckline retest to the downside. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking basically just for the same thing. Just a retest, break and retest. When I said it, when I see this head to the downside here. So basically what my entry would look like is obviously this is what sucks is when market opened, it created this huge wick. So is it possible that this comes back up? Yes. Yes, it is. But is it likely? At this point, it's hard to say. Just because look how close we are to this zone. We could see it. We could see another one of these, right? We could see it come up right here. We could see this right here too, even. So it's just one of those things you got to keep an eye on. So that's kind of what we're looking for, something around there. We want to see it touch this EMA again. So just keeping an eye on this one. USD CAD, it's another one that we're looking at. This one I'm not too key or fond on. I don't know if you know last week this was playing some nasty turns on us here. We did break structure. We did get below the EMA. We did get below the weekly area of interest. We did get below the daily area of interest. But I don't like that these weekly candles are kind of consolidating here. I do like though that it is a doji, a two doji. We have a positive doji and a negative doji. But I like that. So I do see us continuing to head to the downside. We could chase this area here, or we could chase just the bottom of this and reject again. Look at this zone here. Boom, heavy zone. So we're just kind of, I like it. I think it's doable. I think it's presentable. We have a rejection. I do. I do want to see it break here though. I do want to see it before I think about taking this trade. Um, it's it's a higher risk trade, but I do think it's pretty in a way. I have an alarm set up here because ideally for me, I mean, obviously I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback, even a pullback into here again. Like I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback all the way up here and rejecting off our weekly, but likely of that happening is pretty slim. And if you go down there, we're in a 4-hour, we're already in that 4-hour zone. So I mean, we could potentially see that right there. It's here. That's the one I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I want to see it break. Yeah, I want to see it go lower. Right now, it's the last 4 hours. Look at how much it's moved. It hasn't done anything. I get it. It's market just opened on a Sunday. We're not going to see much movement, but look how slow that moves. This thing is, look at this. Look how slow this market has moved. Literally, how many days is this? 12 days and 13 hours, right? And the biggest move we saw was, I guess that's a pretty big move. It's 100 pips. Good chunk. I don't know. We'll just wait and see on that one. But yeah, mainly I want to see it break this 4 hour zone. We already had the retest, candle closure. Hopefully it breaks, comes back again, and goes. Basically, you want to see this on right there. That's what we want to see. We want to see a break, retest. We'll look at this trade. We'll see wherever it hits, we'll take it and do one of those. That's what we're kind of looking for. Hopefully, theoretically, this 4 hour EMA, it comes down a little bit. And yeah, so then we have the EMA pushing us down, and that looks good. That's what I like. All right, Euro CHF. And if you guys have questions, make sure you type it in the chat there. Will answer them. We are on a time limit on these things because I don't pay for Zoom. So I am thinking about making a Discord so that we can start doing regular meetings, and I want to do some live trading with you guys. And if I do that, it would be like Monday mornings, Wednesday mornings, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday probably, and then market recap on Fridays. For the most part, I don't trade Fridays, so if we did a market recap, we'll just go over the trades we took and the trades that we were looking at and what happened and why that happened, and basically we're just going to learn together, get our chart time in. Everyone should be putting in, if you want to do this full time, everyone should be putting chart time in. I put in about 5 to 8 hours a day every single day, and I've been doing this for a long time. And I still get confused sometimes from the market. It's all about the chart time. It's all about learning. It's all about, what is this box? Why is this box here? Why is this EMA doing this? Why was there a huge rejection candle here that sent this down to the trade? Oh, what is this? You can see the head and shoulders here. All right. Head and shoulders. Yeah. What is a break and retest? Break, retest the neckline of the head and shoulders. Head, so just to make a new lower low. Like there's just so much that you guys, learn that gets easier and easier and easier the more and more you look at it. So I can see everything here that I need to see just off the weekly chart. There's weekly zone 1, 2, 3. Obviously, I already have it marked out. There's a weekly zone 1, 2, 3, right? There's a rejection here. Well, this is Euro CHF, yeah. So I'll tell you my theory on this one. Let's go to our monthly chart. We don't look at the monthly chart very often, but let's look at the monthly chart here. Look at this. Can you guys see what we're theorizing? Look, this big wick. Look at that big wick right there. What did it do? It filled it. Look at this big wick. What's it doing? It's filling it. So I'm basically, what I'm waiting for is the perfect position. And honestly, I should have just, this position that we took probably about a month ago. I think we made like 10K off this trade right here. I think this trade. Yeah, this was our biggest trade, all-time trade right here, $10,000 in one trade. Boom. And if we would have held that, we already got a 1 to 9 on that one, plus a 1 to 2. This is a 1 to 11. This trade right here, imagine if we would have held that for a 1 to 27. Are you kidding me? That would have been insane. So right now, we broke EMA, we broke structure, we're heading to the upside. I think we're retesting neckline again. So I just want, I want to take this to the upside, and I'm ready to take it for the upside if we get a retest of this weekly. This 4-hour EMA comes up higher. You see this EMA come up into here, retest the EMA. And quite frankly, this one is just a high risk trade. We have an inverted head and shoulders down here, right? But what we don't have is we have the break. When is it going to come back down? To retest, to wick into this zone. That's why if I hit it, I'm waiting for an entry down here. I know I said in the weekly, but theoretically, the deeper that we can get into this freaking daily zone here, the happier I'll be. Because we do have the inverted head and shoulders, we do have the break, we don't have the retest of this zone. We don't. We don't at all. So I want to see this just dig deep, hit that, and bam, we'll smoke it to the upside. We can see, oh yeah. Yeah, that's a 1 to 5. If we took it right here, right? If somehow this trade went smoked our entry right here and we held it, that's a 1 to 5 or 1 to 4.5. That's such a beautiful trade. GU. I don't know if you have any questions, like ask, please. Please ask. Yeah, let's see if boom. Look where our 4 hour is. Boom. Easy. Cakewalk. That'll be a good trade. All right, GU. Getting all excited for this. So this is our high risk trade of the week. I love my high risk trades. They're gonna get you going, but what is a high risk, high reward? Also, it's basically giving money away. If you lose it, you knew it was a high risk, and that's what it is. So why am I looking at this? Let's go to our weekly chart. What is it doing? It's just flying. It's continuing. Look at this huge continuation. Huge continuation. What are we doing? We're just continuation back right up. We're going right back up. EMA is chasing EMA. Even I started again. All right, okay. I'm just testing something out, guys. No. Yeah, I don't like that. That was dumb. All right. We could do it right here, I guess. But I don't use trend lines. I don't understand them. I mean, I do, but they've never really worked for me. And when they do work, you're like, how did that even work? So basically high risk. We're looking just to fill this candle here and go back. Basically, what I'm seeing is continuation, retesting this weekly zone. Boom. See if we do it here. A nice weekly zone right there. Basically, we can tuck it in there. Turn that blue. Just a reminder, my blue boxes are weekly zones. My purple boxes are daily. My yellow are 4 hour. I use gray boxes for my lower time frames. You won't see those very often unless we really get down in there. But yeah. So this one's kind of just, I don't really have much to say about this one. We do have the daily. We have an inverted head and shoulders right here. Inverted head and shoulders. Break. We have the break of the neckline. We're waiting on the retest of the head and shoulders on the neckline there to send us to the upside. We have our daily EMA chasing us up. 4 hour. 4 hour. We have our 4 hour EMA chasing us up. We have it. I mean, like I said, it's a degenerate trade. It really is. But it's good possibilities. I like it. That's all I got to say about that. I like it. All right. GBP AUD. Basically, let's go back to our weekly. Our continuing weekly is bullish. EMA is chasing. We're at a daily area of interest. Daily EMA. Daily is bullish. Is there a psychological level in there? Can't remember. Yeah, we could maybe squeeze that, but yeah. Daily EMA, like I said, and we're creating an inverted head and shoulders, a really small one. 4 hour is shifting bullish. Look at that. Retesting the neckline, retesting the EMA, double the bottom, neckline, retest, bam. Like this trade's, ooh, I like this one. 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour is bearish. Daily or 30-minute is bearish. So we're just gonna watch this one because this one could easily go like this. Let's see here. Basically what we want to see is boom, not that high. We want to see it go like this, boom, shift, and then we'll take. So waiting for that shift of structure, we need some sort of, so what we could see potentially happen right here. Potentially see shit. Yeah, let's see. So if it shifted, retested, and went. Yeah, it had to shift from there or have to go lower into there and then break and then retest and go. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. So basically, oof, I will set an alarm right there. All right. So far, do you guys have any questions? Ask away if you do. All right, GJ. Here's another one of those JPY pairs that are just kind of in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. Just boom, 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 boom. All of a sudden, a huge spike down. This one I want to kind of see its direction, where it's going, kind of what I'm looking at. This one is hard to tell so far. Is it going to continue heading to the upside? Is it going to head to the downside? It's at a daily zone with what's a break? It's at a weekly zone. It's at a weekly area of interest. EMA is underneath of it. Daily zone is also in there. See that purple box? 1, 2, 3. Got a daily zone, daily EMA, rejecting double bottom. That's still bearish though. So that's the only downfall. 4 hour pushing off. I want to see, it's just I'm watching. This one's a waiter. You're gonna have to this one. I don't know if it's gonna be ready this week, next week, three days from now. It's just one of those things. So keep an eye on this one. I want to see it go to the upside or to the downside. I don't know. I'm literally waiting for it to give me its hand. We're gonna see if it breaks, comes up, retest, we'll take it to the upside. Or if it gets below here, breaks this zone here, and retest, we'll take it to the downside. So it's one of those things. It's a waiting game. AJ, same thing. So yes, weekly area of interest, round psychological number, weekly EMA, bearish, daily EMA. Daily is obviously bearish as well. Rejection. So how is this candle going to close? 4 hour obviously is bullish. So for EMA is going to chase it. Hopefully it brings it up. And then we get one of these and it retests below EMA and boom, sends it to the downside. This is another one. You just got to wait for it. You don't know when, don't know what it's going to do. It's kind of in no man's land. You're basing it off of EMAs and support and resistance. and round psychological level. Like, yeah, those are all great things, and those are all very strong. I have 10 minutes left, so that's how fast the Zoom goes. Um, they're all very strong, so it's just one. You gotta wait it out. You gotta. It's trading is a very patient game. So if we're gonna take this one, we'd want to see obviously shift to structure, retest to the downside, or we go up, break the zone, and upside. I would not take this trade until I get a shift to structure on the 1 hour. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it on the 1 hour. I'm not even gonna worry about these. Yeah, that 1 hour and the 30 minute, the 15 minutes are all in the same area. So we'll just throw a dime right there. Boom. USD JPY, kind of the same thing. We're just kind of waiting. We already broke the zone, so I already don't like this trade. It already broke my zone. So we're just gonna wait it out. I don't even need to talk about this one. CAD JPY, same thing. Daily EMA, daily zone, weekly. EMA is a little too high at a weekly zone. We do have a double top formation here, waiting for it to draw down. And then, but I also, we're waiting for it to break below this higher low before we take it to the downside. We want to get it below the EMA. So say this one with this, boom, boom. Kind of what we're looking for. Otherwise, I'm not interested in this play. They could, like I said, I'm not going to play it into this zone because it could go like this. Take it to a long. They say you long this, it could hit this right here and then just do that. Why would you want to do that? So we're just waiting on that one. This one, NZD CAD, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. NZD CAD. Obviously, it's stuck between two weekly zones. We got a huge inverted head and shoulders right here. Like that. We're broken, retested. We're gonna wait for the retest to take long. Boom. Daily it's still just double checking here quick. Yeah. Now this is, like I said, this is my on the way chart. We're watching these, we're waiting for them to get into zones, to give us our confirmations, to give us our entry signals, to give us everything that we need to make sure we feel safe with taking a trade. If it hit my alarm, that doesn't mean I'm taking the trade. It hits my alarm to tell me to look at the chart to make sure and then watch it, keep an eye on it, see what it's doing. Okay. So that's the idea for this one, is to bounce off this weekly zone and head up to the upside to chase these, maybe even produce a new higher high. Would be nice to see it do this, do this, do this, and keep going. That means there's your scale in entry. Say you took it here, you closed out, boom, break, retest. That's when you enter again, boom, to the upside. So that's how you scale in. But simple, easy. AUD CAD, same thing. We are at an all-time, we're not at an all-time, but we're at a weekly zone. And so we're waiting to see, is it going to break and head, or is it going to reject, retest, and then go? Or is it going to head to the downside and chase this weekly EMA, hit this daily EMA? Like 4 hour is obviously pushing it up. Are we bullish? Yeah, we're bullish. No, we're bearish. Daily is bearish. Weekly is bearish. Daily is bullish and 4 hour is bullish. So yeah. Boom, boom. Why? There's not enough confluences yet. This trade's not ready. You see, there's nothing there other than consolidation. There's nothing going on. This thing is not thinking. So it's just another one of those trades you just watch. Yeah, Euro NZD, 5 minutes. Um, that's another one we're just watching. We're at a weekly zone, weekly EMA rejection. So here, guys, here's my checklist. If you want anything, that's what I use for a checklist. Weekly zone, bullish, rejection, break of structure, break of the zone, retesting. Daily is bearish with the daily EMA above. And 4 hour is bearish as well with the EMA above in a weekly zone. So that's another hard one. We're just kind of, like I said, you want to wait and kind of figures out. We got a head and shoulders formation right here, right there. So what we're waiting for is a break and retest and turn to the downside. They're around psychological level in there. Sure is right there. That's your around psychological level. That's an added confluence right there. So yeah, this is a beautiful trade. This could be good. Here's, like I said, here's your head and shoulders. Like that. Boom. Easy money. All right. Let's get it. Shut that brought up. Or might take profit. I'd be cool to get that, but that's not gonna happen. We'll set an alarm right there. All right. All right, guys. I sent these into the charts for you so you guys can see them, but I do want to get to oh shit. We're actually going through it all. All right, never mind. Scratch that. Scratch that. Okay. CAD CHF. But so here's a trend line. I don't use trend lines very often, but sometimes it kind of makes sense. See what I mean? What is that? Sticking out, right? Can't say anything. It's a weekly chart, daily chart. What we want to see is boom, 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 right? You want to see it break out of this channel. Oh, yeah, I like that. See, 4 hour EMA, is that around psychological level? There's your around psychological. We have 2 minutes, guys. So I'm gonna run this quick. Yeah. I said just another watching. There's really nothing good about this, and now the more and more that I look at it, I really don't like it, actually. For a daily, other than the fact that it broke, I like that it broke that. I do. I like that a lot. I want to see it like this. There's something like that. Break, making you high. Retest here, and then we'll look to take the trade here, and we'll run it to like there. Go here. Stop loss will probably be like something like that. Maybe a little bigger, something like that. More realistic. So, but yeah, that's what I would look for. But we got to wait for it to break all the way up here. USD CHF, same thing, kind of waiting for it to get above this daily zone. Head to the upside. Y weekly, minute left. Huge. Wow, it's huge. But we're just at a low. We're just at the lowest spot, and it's heading to the upside. So I think it needs a drawback. It needs a return. Retest. 4 hour EMAs below. We're break above daily area and just head to the upside. All right, guys. I literally have less than a minute, so I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will get this uploaded, and I'll see you. And we'll do more meetings throughout the week. I think we'll try to push one for Wednesday as well. All right, guys. Peace out.